Short arms? I tell you, the arms are this short. Oh, I'm getting mad. I need to.
Welcome to probably the last ever episode of the Franklin Pete Show. I'm originally from Essex, but I live now in Frisco, Texas, just north of Dallas.
Word up. I'm a West Ham fan because of my father, dog.
You know, underneath.
Happy birthday, KTK. It's Jake from West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a good birthday. I hear from Pete you had a nice birthday.
Hammers Fans United, what is your name? So I know who you are. Your name isn't Titch. Nobody gets christened or named Tit.
So Roy, what do you think about Liverpool's title defence?
Giving them that. Now look, set piece, blood. Always gets fucking set pieces. They always score from set pieces. I knew it! And of course, fam! I fucking course, man, fuck this, blood. Nah, I fucking knew it, blood. I knew it. I said.
Yeah, you already know who it is. You already know. Hey, I called right at the end, bro. Told me we won. Yo, Antonio got a motherfucking tap in because Harry Kane's a pussy hole. Ha ha. Fuck them spuds. Take some of that, you dig? Yo, I try to call you during the game. I try to have bro do a little triple. But it ain't work because this dummy got the fucking Buffale phone playing and he can't make international calls. But he gonna sort that out. Once he sort that out, I'm gonna plug in with you, B. Yo. Big up everybody, man. So happy, right? Yo, when I get back to my cell, I'm gonna make a fucking big ass brick. Jack Mac with the pickles, with the fucking chips, with the everything, you heard? With a little sazon packet for the season. Yeah, you know it. But hey, man's happy than a motherfucker right now that we beat them Spuds. And bro, they'll put in the bet for me on the gambling account. We up all the way. You heard? Listen, don't nobody worry about me, man. The general's straight. I'm in here with the bros, with the twins. Listen, CB fine. Don't worry about me. Don't lose no sleep over me. My commissary on swole. Yo, they got mans in the kitchen. That's my little jobby job. So I get a little extra grub and things. They only pay a motherfucker like 15, 20 cents a day. Ain't that some bullshit? But yo, it don't matter. It helped me pass the time. But yo, it's all love. I want to give a shout out to the homie Titch. And I hope his channel's popping. Yo, shout out to Atlas, Bex, Walsh, yo. Now, of course you, Pete, you my brother, man. Bro done told me you done big me up like every motherfucking day singing this shit. Yo, don't get knocked, don't get pinched drinking the motherfucking ciders out in the block, you heard? Put them shits in a coffee cup like I taught you, man. Don't be out there getting pinched for no fucking ciders. Who else? Who else? Uncle Wally World, Uncle Neil, Uncle Kieran. Hey, Uncle Kieran over there in Australia. Good eye, mate. You know what it is. Kangaroo fucking style. Hey, CB the General, he's straight, man. Big up everybody. Spread my motherfucking love to everybody. But for today, man, it's just super fucking gas. We beat those Spuds, man. I can't see the goal. It don't even fucking matter, B. It don't matter. As long as we beat them pussy holes, you heard? And when I jump, you better have 1,000 subscribers. You dig? Hey, I'm out this bitch. I gotta go bust they ass in a card game. But yo, one love, man. Up the motherfucking hammers, you heard?
Yes, my camera's all blurry. Hold on, my friend. Where is it? Hold on.
What's
Yeah, that's
happening, my
better.
friend?
I'm chilling, Clive. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah. How's,
That's
how's
brilliant.
yourself? You all right? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't complain,
What?
man. If I did, nobody would listen anyway. So what's the point of it? You know what I mean?
I'd miss you, bud. I'd miss you. You know I would.
Oh goodness gracious me! Wasn't that beautiful seeing expressions just have a meltdown when Antonio scored? I love it. I think he
uh,
does a brilliant job. Like I was pretending yesterday, like who is he? But I know I'm well aware of him, and he just got a deal with Barstool Sports in America with troops
okay.
for Arsenal TV. So yeah, no, he's doing well for himself, and yeah, no, he's a funny bloke, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. Did you get that WhatsApp I sent you about that Spurs supporters saying West Ham is shit? West Ham is shit.
I
They're as good as
I I,
Newcastle. They're fourth in the
I did.
league. How are we shit in fourth in the league? Like,
I did get it, but I haven't watched it yet, unfortunately, because
oh,
I
you
had
should have
so
it.
many other things happening.
It
Yeah.
is funny, mate. It is
I'll,
funny. I
I'll
tell
have a
you, man.
look. I'll have a look. But yeah,
We just go on.
I was throwing darts today, so
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the little videos and that, but
Oh,
yeah.
it was
So
funny. It was funny.
yeah, yeah.
It was
So
because he was going off. He was going off just saying like, oh, you know, West Ham shit. They're basically like a Newcastle.
um,
They're only fourth in the league, and I'm like, hold on a second. Fourth in the league, and you're calling us shit? Wouldn't you love to trade places with us? Like,
exactly that. Yeah, Champions League places, bro. That's what
oh,
we're
it was
that's where we're
good.
at the
It was
moment.
good.
So,
It was good. Oh, your mates in the place. Happy Hammerette, Gaza J. Yes. Morning, Happy
yeah,
Hammerette. Hope you're well, my dear. Gaza
j-
J. Been a
just
bit. Yeah.
1 second.
Go on. Yeah. So it was basically Clive's idea that we do a show. Clive, I just was saying to them, it was
Yeah,
basically your idea that we do a show about the backroom staff, and I thought it was a
yeah.
brilliant idea.
Well, they
I
don't
thought
get enough credit, you know.
no,
We
and
we
they
s-
deserve
we
all
skip.
of it.
Yeah, we skip past them every
Yeah,
single time anybody talks about them. Nobody
yeah,
really sort of like, you know, gives them big props, you know, that
yeah,
they
yeah.
deserve so much more from us. You know,
They
it's
do.
because of them that we're enjoying the football that we watch, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And you know, there's certain times when you know that a player needs picking up. Look at Ben Rama this week, right?
yeah.
He had a 70% game to his normal standard.
Oh, one
Um,
hundred
and,
percent.
and you know as well as I do, and everybody else out there knows that Kevin Nolan and Piercy and all them other boys, they're going to pick him up. They're going to pick him up. They're going to make
Yep,
him feel better about himself. They're going to give him all the encouragement that he needs, etc., etc.
yep.
And there's one-on-one stuff that they do with them all. You know, it's admirable, and we don't give
You
them
know,
enough credit for it.
I know I agree with you, but I think there's one person who we don't give enough credit to as well. We have done in the past, but I
Yeah,
think there's one person we don't give a lot of credit to as well, and that is Mark Noble, because I think he does a lot. He does a lot behind the scenes. Like whenever a new
yeah,
player comes in, he puts his arm around him and welcomes him. He welcomes him into the club with the banter and all that, and and
yeah,
and just kind of like this is the environment. And I
yeah,
love that. And it was so good at the end of yesterday's match when, I think it was Moyes and I think Noble. They both had their arm around one another and they just were loving life. And
yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah,
he has a lot more input than we think he does. I really
yeah,
do. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
I agree fully. So,
yeah,
how many have
yeah.
we got in the chat? Two at the moment.
We
Is that
got we
all?
got Gaza and we got Happy Hammerette so far. That's enough for me.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. Yeah, Gaza, happy on that. Gaza J. But yeah, like if you look at it, like Moyes fought tooth and nail to bring
Yeah.
Piercy back, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that was he had to, because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
means so much to the club. Not only has he played like with us, like in the team when Paulo Di Canio was there, St. Clair was there, Ian Pierce, Scott Minto.
Yeah.
Not only did Shaka Hislop, not only did he play with that squad, he also had a lot of buckles under his belt, let's say, with the under 20, what was it, the under 21s for England, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
and
think it was,
he
yeah,
knows
the
he knows what he's doing,
yeah. I
and
mean,
he has a love for the club.
Pierce has been incredible since he's been a coach. In fact,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he very rarely he very rarely has any, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like he's, yeah, he's the front man at times. I know, you
Yeah,
know, he'll come and do an interview and stuff like that, but it's almost like sometimes he's almost forgotten about, you know. Well, not forgotten about, because nobody
no,
can
I know
forget
what you mean.
PSG, but
Yeah, I know what you
but
mean.
but the amount of input that man puts into this club,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
it's not just on the training pitch, you know, he puts in so much everywhere, you know. He's a credit. He's a credit to the club and a credit to himself, you know. Fantastic. You know,
I think the forgotten man is Irvine. To tell you the truth, I think he's
well,
the
he's gone
forgotten
now,
man.
isn't he? Yeah, but
But
he's
no,
gone now, isn't he?
he's still playing a role though in the back. He's still
Well,
playing.
yeah, yeah,
Apparently, he's still playing a role in the back, and it's like,
yeah.
so
I mean,
I think.
look,
Go on.
yeah, no, I was going to say, look at what he achieved when he
Yep.
was standing in for David Moyes during the COVID
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he took us
Yes.
up to Leicester, wasn't it?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, he
Yep.
took us up to Leicester
Yep.
and got us a lovely win up there, you know, which was,
Was that the
you
4-0, or was that this season? Was that the 4-0 when we beat Leicester?
know, no, that was last season.
Okay.
Last season,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
when we were away, when David Moyes was off because of COVID.
I remember that. Yeah. 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 And everybody
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
"He should stay. He should stay home because we're winning." Like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I
That's it.
remember that.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Yeah.
Alan Irvine took the reins. He
Yep.
took us up to Leicester, gave us a lovely win on his first game as, like, standing manager, if you like. Fantastic, you know, performance from all the boys and from him as well, you know, and that they
Yep.
all played as much for him as they did for David Moyes at that point, you know, and
Isn't
that
that
was
beautiful?
admirable as well.
Isn't
Yeah,
that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful,
admirable.
Clive? Like,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Just want to say hello to a couple of friends
Please
quickly.
go. Please. Yep.
Happy Hammerat, good morning, pleasure to see you. Gaza, Gary, pleasure to see you too, my friend. Thank
Yeah.
you. Carry on.
Yeah. No. Well, we have to say hello to them, because if it was not for them, we wouldn't have a channel, Clive. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Honestly,
yeah,
we'd just be
yeah,
talking to
true.
ourselves like we're on Skype.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. But no,
With a few peeping toms.
yeah, a few voyeurs, a few voyeurs.
Yeah, that's
But no, I think I think that was brilliant. I think it's
yeah,
like, I think it's like everybody kind of has their position. Like even
yeah,
Noble, like as I said before, like everybody has
yeah,
their position. Like if you've noticed, whatever manager has come in, I know I said this before, but Noble puts his arm around the boy and welcomes him into the club. That
yeah,
might be his position. To close down games for us now. That might be his position. Whereas before he was starting captain of the club every day of the week. But
yeah,
then Irvine, he has his position or positions, because he did do a good cover job when Moyes was ill with COVID. And then
yeah.
what's the other boy's name? Scottish international, McKinley. He's
Billy
come back, and
McKinley,
he
yeah,
was here on David Mercer's first stint.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he came back because David Moyes wanted him back, didn't he?
Yeah.
And also got to give a big shout out also to Xavi Valero, the goalkeeping coach.
Oh, Xavi, yes, 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 yes,
The amount
yes,
of
yes,
work that man
yes,
must be putting in at
yes.
the moment. I mean, look how good Fabianski looked this week.
He looked
He's
phenomenal.
what,
Like
and
I
and
know, yeah,
he's been improving week by week,
yeah,
game by game.
yeah, yeah,
And we already
I
had a fantastic goalkeeper in Fabianski, and
absolutely,
he just seems to be surpassing himself. And we're all
yeah,
worried that he's going to retire and this and that.
yeah,
Okay, but
yeah.
chances are he may take on another year extension.
I know.
That's not out of the question at all by any
No, I
stretch.
know.
And
And he's just steady. He's steady Eddie, isn't he? Like
yeah,
honestly, he is
of course,
steady
of
Eddie.
course.
Like
And like we spoke about the other day, Areola,
yeah,
he's been
yeah.
brilliant. He's had 3
Oh,
clean
not many.
sheets.
Yeah,
And he's only made one real mistake that could have led to
yeah,
a goal. When
yeah,
he came out for the ball, he completely missed it. Owenachu got his head to the ball. Fortunately, it went wide. I
yeah,
mean, that would have been tragic for Areola because he
yeah.
didn't deserve that to go in, if you know what I mean. On
No, he didn't.
look, on the merit of just that alone, yes, he did deserve to have a goal against him. But the performance that he put in for the entire game, before that and after that,
Yeah,
was so good, so admirable. I felt anyway. I mean, I'd have given him an 8 out of 10 if I was, giving him
yeah. Like a rating. Yeah,
ratings. Yeah, I'd have given him an 8 out of 10. And that 2 points that he lost was that one mistake that he made, coming for the ball and not getting to it, completely
yeah,
missing it. You know
yeah,
that was what basically gave me the thing that he would only have the 8 points. Because he's been solid, he's been brilliant in all of his games.
It's been clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet. Like
Yeah,
you can't argue with. I know
Fab,
Deanna Wenchel
Fab,
came close, but
Fab,
like
yeah,
it was a goal, but it was offside. So thank goodness for that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Fabs has been getting better and better and better, and as I said, he's already a great goalkeeper
But
anyway.
that's Shabby though, isn't it?
So,
That's Shabby.
but
That's Shabby from the
that's
backroom
got to
staff.
be the
Yeah,
coach. Yes,
yes,
it's got to be thanks to that. And there's lots of other people. I mean, Richard. Sorry, not Richard. Paul Nevin.
yeah.
Paul Nevin is
Set
another one of the
piece
first team
mastermind.
coaches.
Set piece
Oh,
mastermind. Set
incredibly
piece
good.
mastermind.
Yeah,
And now he's back in
and
the England fold.
yeah, and do you know something? He's the only one in our coaching lineup that's got the UEFA Pro license.
Does it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got it.
I
He's
didn't
got
know
it.
that.
Paul Nevin,
I
yeah.
did not know that.
So props to him for that. There aren't many
Absolutely.
coaches in the UK that have got it, actually, as far as I'm aware.
I did not know that. That's
I
interesting.
had a little play around on Google before we came on air,
It
and
sounds
I
like
didn't, you know, I didn't really. I wrote a few notes, trying to be
it.
professional here, man.
Hey, we have to.
Yeah,
I would be lying if I didn't either. Of course I did.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, the goalkeeper coach, I was well impressed with, and McKinley, like I fully forgot about him until I started reading a few things, and I remember him
yeah,
coming back. Just it was only a few months ago, wasn't it? Like he came back
yeah,
because I know he
yeah.
was here for the first stint with Moyes, but now he's
Mm,
back, and then just building it up with Naveen, like a set piece master. That's what England were deadly at. And now West Ham are like, this is a real backroom staff, like a very
mm.
clinical backroom staff that we have. And then Kevin Nolan to finish it off. You have to
Thank you,
be
Princess.
joking. Like madness.
Yeah,
Madness.
yeah. My beautiful daughter is up at 1:30 in the morning making me tea. How bad?
Ah,
How bad is my life, eh? Eh?
lovely. What you got? You got any biscuits with that or no?
Oh well, no, she didn't bring any biscuits in, but I'm sure that now I've said that, she might go and get them.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
bless you,
Clive, look,
baby.
Clive, look, we got Charlie Boy, we got Charlie Boy's brother in the building, Frankie Boy.
Frankie, good afternoon. Oh, good
Frankie
morning, good
Boy,
afternoon, good
Frankie
evening.
Boy.
Yes, indeedy, indeedy. So yeah, we were talking about our coaching staff, and
Yeah.
thank you. There's one of the guys that I wanted to mention was
What? She gave you
Josh.
the biscuits now, didn't she? She gave you the
Yes,
biscuits, didn't she? Yeah,
yes,
I
she
knew it.
give me the biscuits. Yeah, she give me the biscuits, brother. Yeah. I wanted to mention Josh Ewins because he's hang on, let me just refer to my notes.
Yeah.
He's one of our fitness coaches.
All right.
And he's also assistant coach or assistant manager to Ollie Harder at the ladies club as well.
I didn't
So
know that one. Didn't know that
yeah,
one.
I only found this out on Google about 20 minutes ago. So so I wanted to give him a shout out because obviously that man's dedicated. You know, he's doing
Is he the one that kind of looks like Owen Hargraves, like younger and like curly, like black?
yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the assistant manager to the West Ham ladies. So you know, he's quite busy there, and he's obviously quite busy with our guys. You know, getting them fit, keeping them fit, showing them how to do their exercises and everything else that goes on with it. You know, so yeah, it's important that we mention these guys because you know they do more than we ever give them credit for, any of us. You know,
And they're the people behind the scenes, aren't they? It's like they're the people behind the scenes that, like, they're not the stars of the show. They're the people that make the stars of the show the stars of the show.
yes,
That makes sense.
indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
it really does, man.
You know, and then lastly, I just want to give a mention out to Dominic Rogan, our head physio.
Who's that? Who's okay?
He's our head physio, and obviously that man's been working hard on certain areas, hasn't he? You know,
Well, he's been working hard on Antonio's hamstrings. I'll tell you that because
that's the point that's the point I was about to make. Yeah. He's obviously got you know, something good happening because Antonio just seems to be getting stronger. I can't see him pulling up. I can't see him you know, easing off on his runs and stuff like that. If he gets tweaks, he normally does, but he hasn't been. You know,
But
the guy's
he
been
has a
solid.
different practice regime though, doesn't he? Than the other. Like, remember when who was it? It was Ledley King at Spurs. He had a different practice regime than all the other boys because
Yes, indeed.
he suffered with problems. If it was ligaments,
That's right.
hamstrings, what have
Yeah.
you.
And
But
he would
they've
only do
kind of
3 hours
adopted
a
that
day
to
or something, wouldn't
Antonio now. What's that, man?
it? I said he would only do like 3 hours a day or something.
If that, yeah, if that. And it's like they're managing Antonio so well that we're seeing the best out of him, and he has that. Like, I know Antonio has always been a handful from Tooting and Mitcham to Nottingham Forest to West Ham United. He's always been a handful. I know it's been different training setups throughout every club he's been at, and I think it got a bit more extensive at West Ham United because it's in the Premier League. But he's always had that hunger. I'll never take that away from him. But this season, it's like you can see that hunger with a bit more confidence, and even his hunger got tweaked up a bit. Like I don't know what they're feeding him, but I want some of that because like he is just when Moisey lets him loose, he is a handful. He's probably right now the best striker in the league, man, and that's just mad. That's mad. It's like,
Yeah, I agree.
It's like if we just unleashed like Charlie Boy on the people. Like, he's a handful, and he just like, he's a menace. Like as a defender, you would not want to be marking that man at all. And that's, and I'll bring it back. And I said it yesterday, but I just love the comment when Zuma said, Kane, I'm not afraid of Kane. I train with Mikel Antonio every day. That is so beautiful. Like, that is so, and you know what? I thought Zuma was, I know we're talking about backroom staff, but oh my days, I thought Zuma was like out of this world yesterday, man.
He was incredible. He was incredible. I mean, he had such a good game yesterday. Well, sorry, Sunday. He had such a good game on Sunday that
I'm saying I'm still buzzing from Sunday. I think it was yesterday.
Me too. Me too. Yeah. But he had such a good game. Like I said last night, or stroke this morning for me. Oh, these biscuits again are bleeding nerves. Honestly, they keep falling apart.
What kind of biscuits are they, man?
Clive's relationship biscuits. They keep falling apart.
I know, but they're still good. It's like, I love them. I love what's the other ones? The McTavities? Is that what they're called?
McVitie's.
How'd you say it?
McVitie.
McVitie, that's it, McTavities. What am I talking about? McVitie.
I don't know. I've got soggy biscuits all over me now. Mate, how professional is this?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Even Frankie agrees. Even Frankie agrees. Charlie Boy is like Antonio because he's a handful. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat no more of these biscuits. You and your ideas, Pete. Fuck's sake, man.
Oh, McVitie's, they're good. I like the digestive ones. The hobnobs are my favorite, though.
Hobnobs. Oh, gosh. Hobnobs and chocolate hobnobs.
Whoa! And we got like in the supermarket, Tanya, we got like a little British section now, but it's well expensive. Like you can get your fries, peppermint cream, you can get your McVitie's, your hobnobs, your all of them. But then you go to the British shop, which is like 5-10 minutes away, half price. And like Heinz beans, I'll tell you this. I will tell you this, Clive. And Frankie will probably relate with me on this. Come again?
In that black bag over there, look. Sorry, guy.
No. Go on.
Pete,
but Frankie will probably relate with me on this because in North America, we get Heinz beans, but they're not the same Heinz beans. It's like the Heinz beans you get back home. It's like Heinz beans with like a nice tomato sauce. Here, there's all this sugar in it, and takes away from the taste. Like, what's your favorite type beans? My favorite type beans is HP or Cross and Blackwell. What's yours?
I think I have to go with Heinz.
Heinz?
I have to. I think so. Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, HP,
and it's the same. It's the same with the tin soups and things like that. You know, I just prefer the Heinz ones. You know, I don't always buy them, but I do prefer them. You know, sometimes you go to a store and they don't do them, do they? But
no, the Heinz. Everybody's talking about. Everybody like, and I've never been there. But everybody's talking about Greg's. Is Greg's that good? Like everybody's talking about how to pick up a sandwich or to pick up this or that. Is it that good?
They are very good bakers. They are very, very good bakers.
Really?
The one thing I don't like about them is that when they do their hot pies or you know, sausage rolls and things, they cook them, they put them on the shelf, and if you get there when they cook them, they're hot. If not, if you get there later in the day, they're cold and they won't reheat them and they won't keep them hot. That's the only complaint I have with Greg's. You know, I've been into a Greg's before now when I've been working, you know, and I've said to them, are the steak slices, are they hot? And they say, oh no, they've been out for a couple of hours now.
Shit.
And I say, all right, when are you cooking your next lot? And they go, we put some in, they'll be ready in 20 minutes.
Bang, so come back in 20 minutes.
Wander around for half hour and come back. Yeah. So, you know, I just won't eat them cold. I don't like them cold. I don't like, They taste
See,
fatty when they're cold.
happy Amaret saying Heinz only. I'm saying I do love Heinz beans. Don't get me wrong, but HP is for me because they're just it's like a thicker tomato sauce with them. That's why I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
okay.
But that's the beauty. That's the beauty of
ask you this.
having choices, isn't it?
Oh, I
You
know,
know?
I know. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Is it
Go on.
Daddy's or is it HP brown sauce? Brown sauce. Daddy's or HP?
Ah, right.
Ah,
Now that Daddy's or HP brown sauce. It's got to be Daddy's, mate.
see, you're the
Got
same
to
as
be.
my cousin. No, it's HP for me, dog. It's HP
All
for
right.
me.
Okay.
You're wrong.
And
Okay,
don't
my
bother
cousin.
asking me about. Don't bother asking me about ketchup. I don't like it at all.
No.
I
But
don't.
when I remember
I
when I
don't
went
care if it's squeezed out of the Queen's arm. I wouldn't eat it. You know what I mean? I really wouldn't. Oh, no. The only time I'll have any ketchup is in a burger with some hot.
So okay, so
Or
you're not a fan of
in
the
a
tomato
burger or
sauce.
a hot dog. You know.
I get it.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not a fan of it. Do
not
you
into
like
it.
mayonnaise? Do you like mayonnaise? I like some mayonnaise on the burger
Mayonnaise.
too.
Yeah, mayonnaise is good. Yeah, mayonnaise is good.
But yeah,
I mean,
no, when
I like
go
the
on.
garlic mayo myself.
Oh yeah, that's tasty. That's tasty. But when
Yeah.
I went back home to see my cousins and Bradley, my one cousin who's an Arsenal supporter, I don't know why. It's like
That's
it's
all right.
weird.
Don't worry. I know a good doctor you can put him in touch with.
Thank you. We can get him pills for that, can't we? We can get him pills
Yeah,
for
we
that.
can.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
no,
can.
it's like he was like, "Oh, brown sauce, the daddies," and I'm like, I tried it. I was like, "It's good. Don't get me wrong." As you said, back
Yeah.
when like variety. At least we got variety. Flip, I'll take the variety. Like if I was stranded on an island and all they had was like daddy's brown sauce, I'd take it in a minute. But no, HP, I don't know. It just like I don't know. Maybe because I grew up on it with like a bacon sarnie and just like
Yeah.
loads of HP on it. Like maybe that's
But you
why.
see, my dad
You know what I mean?
years ago, he turned me on to the HP fruity sauce. Have you got that out there?
What's that, mate?
HP fruity sauce.
Oh
It's a
yeah, we
brown
got
sauce, but
that. Yeah.
fruity.
We got the
It's
HP
fruitier.
bold sauce, HP
Oh yeah.
bold sauce, HP fruity sauce. I think HP like barbecue sauce.
Mm.
Yeah, we got all of
Yeah.
those.
That's
The fruity sauce,
that.
is the fruity sauce good or no? I've never
Yeah, I
had it.
like it. Yeah, no, it's very good on a bacon sandwich.
Oh,
Very good.
yes, please. I'm gonna have some of that. I'm gonna have some of that. I'm gonna
Try
have
some of
some
that,
of
my
that.
friend. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see,
And
so Frankie's agreeing with me. They only get the sugary beans up in Brooklyn as well. And oh, Frankie, if you can, I don't like. Oh, you got it. Like, yeah, tin food don't go off. I'll send you some Heinz beans from England, and you'll see the difference. It's absolutely, oh, it's lovely, absolutely
yeah,
lovely. Duke's
agreed,
Mayo, what's
agreed.
that? What's that, Clive? I never heard of that.
What's that? Sorry, Duke's
Duke's
mayo.
Mayo. Yeah, never heard of Duke's Mayo.
I'm assuming because I haven't heard of it either. So now I'm assuming that that's in Duke's pub
I would
down
think
in
so.
Dartford.
Yeah.
I'm assuming so. Gaz, let us know if that's right or not.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna have a piss up. We're gonna have a piss up at Duke's Pub. We're gonna
We
have a
are
piss up.
definitely going to be. We're definitely going to be doing a meet up there. Definitely, all of us. When you get over,
Imagine the mayhem, the carnage that's gonna go on. Like we will have a piss up. Oh, it will
yeah,
be brilliant, man. And
yeah.
we'll do
But
a YouTube
Peach,
thing so like Frankie can be involved and trust me.
yeah,
Yes, man.
Peach. Can you just think of this though, mate?
Go on.
If the league table is
I
as
know.
it is now
I
in
know.
May,
I know.
I'm coming to Canada.
Oh, I'm coming to
Remember?
England. I'm coming.
We'll probably cross each other in the air.
Cross each other at the airport. Hello, Clive. Hello, Pete. Okay, yeah, you're going this way. I'm going that
Yeah,
way.
I'm going that way. Yeah. Nice to
Oh
have
my
met you,
days!
mate. Yeah,
Imagine,
no, but like I said, if we finish top
imagine
four,
Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG. Here we come! Like, oh yes,
yeah,
please give me some of
if
that.
we finish top four, I'm bringing my 2 kids to Canada, and
Because we
perhaps
don't
another
look.
guest or two.
Honestly, we don't look out of sorts against any of these teams in the Europa League. We don't look out of sorts. It's like it looks like we've been there from day one.
No, yeah,
We are
yeah.
there.
And to be fair, like our group isn't any more difficult or easy than any of the others. You know, really,
That's
I
what I'm
think they're
saying.
all fairly evenly balanced.
Yep,
And
yep, yep.
I think the one team that I am kind of, oh, hang on, are they in Champions League this year though?
Who's that?
Villarreal.
I don't think so.
I think they're in Europa, aren't
I
they?
think they're in the Europa. I think they're in the Europa,
Yeah.
mate.
I
Honestly,
think that's the team I'm most cautious about us meeting, because
Oh
they've got some quality on their
no, I
pitch,
know,
bro.
but I'm looking forward to playing. Like those are the teams I'm looking forward to playing. Like the Villarreals.
Yeah, of course.
Whoever gets
Yes,
knocked
of
out from the
course.
Champions League, bring them on. Like
Yeah.
Like
Wouldn't
I
it be
said
nice
this
if
to
one
them.
of those was Man
Right.
City and we beat them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I said this the other day. Like DJ Russie B, Russ Button, who I love to
Yeah.
pieces. Man. I love him to bits and bobs. I think he's such a
Yeah,
man.
mate.
And
He's a
he
cuddly fella.
always leaves me a video, like before the match when he's at the ground, and it's like
Yeah.
you didn't leave me a video the last time because he was like busy, and then the video he left last, it was like, all right, bloody hell, here's your video, Peach.
Oh, cuddly
no.
Russ.
Yeah.
He's like cuddly old teddy bear, isn't he? Bless him.
I love him. I love him.
Gotta
I
love
love
Russ.
him.
Gotta
I
love
love
Russ.
Russ. Man.
Yeah.
He's such a good
And
person.
you know what else I like about Russ as well is that the fact that he is kind of a ITK, yeah, but not not as in, he's sort of in the place, isn't he? He works in the stadium, so on match days he creates the atmosphere for us all. So I kind of like that, and the fact that I get to meet him up at the supporters club, and the likes of Milesy and
that was a nice
Jakey and his
picture you
dad.
sent me with Jakey and Milesy. You sent me that on WhatsApp today. That was brilliant.
Hammerette took that. Hammerette took that and sent it
I know,
to
because
me.
she's camera shy. Hammerette's camera shy. They tried to put her on camera on West Ham Network
I know.
the other, and she was
I know.
like,
I saw that.
like dodging bullets.
Yeah, I know. Bless her. She look, at the end of
I
the
love
day,
her.
right?
I love her.
Not everybody's suited to being on camera, are they? Let's be fair.
Nah, but I love her. She's magic.
You
man.
got to have a certain amount of brain cells missing to be able to go on camera.
Or a certain lack of brain cells to be going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've got to be missing for you to do this. For any of us to do this.
You might have too many brain cells like Hammerette.
She's got all her brain cells fully up there, mate. I tell you.
Big up, Hammerette. We love you.
Oh yeah, she's great. She's great. But she took that picture and sent it over to me, and I loved it so much. I thought, do you know what? I knew you would like it, so I sent it over to you.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
And I sent you that other little thing of that idea I did, that little picture with the idea of Kieran and Clive and all that.
Oh, that was brilliant outside the London Stadium.
Did you like that? Yeah, that's right.
Magic.
That's
Magic.
In the picture, down at the bottom of the picture, that's actually Hammerette. That's actually Hammerette on that that walkway.
I got you.
You can't really see her, but that is her. And by the way, that is you, Hammerette.
There you go.
You didn't know.
There you go.
But then she hasn't seen that mock-up I did for you anyway. I haven't sent that to anyone else. I just sent that to you.
See, and it's like what you said. People with more brain cells, I think they're smarter than us, because it's like you got Gazzy J saying he hates being on camera. Same with Frankie. He hates being on camera. So it's like it's Yeah, it's like I think we lack the brain cells to know what we're actually doing and saying. That's what I think if
I
we were
love
like
it.
smart, I think if we
But,
were as
you know,
smart as these boys, we'd be like, "The hell am I going
the,
on camera for?"
the thing is, you know, with shows like this one that you do, Peach, right? You
Yeah,
give people like me a chance to come on and say, you know, what I want to say, and you know, you
absolutely.
ask me questions, I ask you questions, so on and so forth. We
Yep.
address what's going on in the chat. Some people would love to do that, but they wouldn't
Yep.
actually really want to be on camera doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And but there is an option on this platform for you to just appear as a voice,
Yes.
isn't there?
Yeah.
So,
Because
you know,
that's
so
like that's like
some of the people out there that would like to put their point across, it, you know, with certain people like yourself and West Ham
yep.
Network and
Yep.
that, you
Yep.
know, they can actually have the option to go on there without the camera on,
Yeah. Because you can turn
you
the
know,
camera
just a
off and just put
microphone.
an image up there, and then it's just your
Yeah,
voice.
just
Yeah.
just like a emoticon or something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
you know, you know, people shouldn't be too, you know, worried about it because they don't have to show their faces, you know.
Yeah.
But we choose to. We choose
Yeah,
to. Yeah.
Gaza Jay's laughing his ass off at us right now. Daza from
Is he?
Thailand is in the building. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And Frankie's saying
So
opposite of my bro. He loves to. Oh, you're but I'll tell you, Frankie. I'll tell you, Frankie. Charlie boy, he loves to. You know what I think it is. You know, because like he does his rapping and all like those type of things. There, I
yeah,
think that like
yeah,
he just loves the mic. He loves the camera. Like so, and it's understandable. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But Clive
yeah.
just made a good point. You can still come on, not show yourself, and say your piece. So it's just content then, isn't it? Like, and there's some
That's
people
it.
like West Ham. Who is it? West Ham. What's his name? West Ham official? No, West Ham
Unofficial.
unofficially. No, West Ham
Jake.
unofficially. Jake.
Yeah.
Um, West Ham Online. That's it. Sorry, West Ham
I,
Online.
I I can't say I've ever actually watched any of his stuff.
Well, he's good, and he has a
Yeah.
point to play, but he's a youngin, so it's like
Mm,
he doesn't normally want to like put himself on camera, and that's understandable. So he just has like an image, and then just talks. The same
yeah.
with the boy named Kaza from Eastern Ireland. He comes on and he says two things, but he just has an image up. He doesn't use the camera
Yeah.
whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There is that option, but you know, the other thing, of course, is that you know, we were speaking about other channels just then.
Yeah.
I've only really I only kind of discovered fan TV on YouTube about 2 years ago when COVID first hit.
Actually,
Before
I'm the
that,
same.
I never really stepped foot. Well, I mean, I never really came home. I was working or over the
Yep.
pub or round
Yep.
at my mates or taking my daughter or my son somewhere or whatever. I was
Yep.
hardly ever
Yep.
at home,
Yep.
so I never really had the time to go through YouTube. And if I did, it was for music mainly and a few
Yep.
documentaries and stuff.
Me too.
But
Me
then
too. Me
one
too.
day I just discovered My Hammer's 11. It was, and I thought,
Yep.
oh, that looks interesting. It was
Yep.
who was it? Can't even remember who it was now. I've seen so many of them.
Oh, I
But
know.
anyway,
The
it
Razor
was
Brothers one
brilliant.
was the best. The
I
Razor
mean,
Brothers. Oh.
yeah, that is good. That is good. I mean,
When
I
Russ
loved it.
leaves the camera, Russ leaves the camera, and Razor starts singing. I'm
Yeah,
like, what are you doing?
yeah.
I love that,
I
man.
loved
I love that,
I
man.
loved the format and that, you know. So
Yep.
I watched a few more. I
Yep.
subscribed to the channel. Actually, Rossi B was the first one I subscribed to, and then
Yep.
I saw like one time when I sort of scrolled down on the video I was watching,
Yep.
I noticed something from West Ham Irons United,
Yep.
which is the other
West
half of the
Network
West
now.
Ham
Yeah.
network as it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, you know, Stel and Anton and
Yeah.
Stato. So actually, it was one of Stel's shows, and I absolutely wet myself laughing through about
Yeah.
60% of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
really, really keen on the information that was coming across, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, I like this, so I subscribed to them. And then again, I scrolled down and I found you, and I
Yeah.
thought, wow, I like this. And then I
Mhm.
watched a few of your shows, and I thought, man, this man's crazy. This man is crazy. I have got to meet this man. That was what went on in my head. I thought, I love your approach, Peach, to this.
You
To
know,
this.
you know what's good too
Well,
though, and I started you know what's
yeah.
good,
Well,
and I they were one of the first that I started watching, man, and it was Hammer's Chat. I
yeah,
just think, but it's more so Hammer's Chat Forum. Like I just
yeah,
thought Gonzo came with did this and that of little bits and pieces of knowledge that you know,
yeah,
he made it funny. He was talking what needed to be said.
yeah,
And then the watch alongs with Charlie, I was like, this is absolutely insane. And then West Ham
yeah,
Fan TV, I thought they've kind of always held it down. And it opened up a new world to me. And I was
yeah.
like, no, you actually, you know, my favorite one, my favorite one was Hammer and Talk. That was my favorite one, Hammer and Talk. It was a boy named Jay, and he used to
Uh,
do a show called Hammer and Talk, and that was my favorite show. And he didn't go
okay.
on for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and I was searching like, when are you going on again? When are you going on again? And like I couldn't find it. And yeah, apparently he's had a baby, he's married, living a good life right now. So I guess no time for this. But he was absolutely brilliant. Like he bought a
Okay.
sombrero when Chicharito signed. He brought a sombrero and said, every time Chicharito scored, I'm going to wear that sombrero. And oh, he was magic. He was
Oh,
absolutely
brilliant,
magic. Yeah, but
brilliant.
it's funny how you go to this channel, that channel, and it just like
Yeah.
opens
Well,
your world to a new world.
I've probably been through, oh, I don't even know how many West Ham channels there are, but I've
Yep.
probably been through about 8 different channels. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I love West Ham. So I love all of them channnels. They've
Me
all
too, man.
got something to give.
Yep.
But, you know, you can only watch so much content. And,
No,
you know,
100%.
and you know, everybody has their favorite TV presenter, or they have their own
Yep.
favorite, you know, TV channel, or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
So, you know, I kind of, as I said, I love your approach, Peach. It's
Thank you.
out there, but I love it, and it is exactly what it says on the tin. It's random. Okay,
That's absolutely.
I love that. Life is random, so why not
Yep.
a TV show that's random? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Um,
It was me and Adam Frankel that came up with that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's funny because it's like how you meet these people. Like I met Adam Frankel, the Jake, young Jake was doing a show, and
yeah,
Adam Frankel was on there. And I was commenting, but I was spelling properly, not with my capitals and asterisks and like dollar
yeah,
signs for S's. And
yeah,
they were like, oh, is that Peach? Because he's not doing this, that, and that. And then I was like, Jake, I need to get in touch with this boy. And yeah, so then that's how I met Adam Frankel. And then Titch he did some video. Hammers Fans United is a brilliant, another brilliant YouTube channel.
yeah. I do
And
like that. I do like that. Yeah,
oh, he's so good. He's so good. And he knows so much
yeah.
about the game. He could put a lot of these other
Oh,
people that have like YouTube channels to shame, but he's just a modest and
yeah,
humble man. But like
yeah. He is. Yeah,
he did a com go on.
he's the sort of guy that you'd like to have as a lifelong friend, mate. You know, I've never
Yeah,
even met
yeah,
him yet.
yeah,
I've met
yeah,
him obviously on screen, like yourself. You know,
yeah,
lifelong mates. You know
yeah.
that
No, one hundred
that's the
percent.
kind of people. You know, Gatesy, he's the same. I love Gatesy. I think
100%.
he's probably one of my favourite presenters on any of the
Yeah,
shows.
like that's another
Gatesy's right
channel.
up there. Yeah,
Like Gates and
yeah,
Duke, they're
yeah,
brilliant. Like
yeah.
and then you got Miles and
Duke's
Jazz.
brilliant
They
as well.
stuff, and they're
But
doing the West
you
Ham
know,
United. It's brilliant.
yeah, you know how sometimes though, even though like it could even be twin brothers, and there's
Yeah,
one that you get on with better than the other for some
yeah.
reason. Um, I just think that I would really get on well with Gatesy. I know I would like Duke, and I'm sure he'd like me. I hope he would anyway. But I'm pretty sure that me and Gatesy could be quite good mates because
Seems like those two, the both of
he's
them,
he,
they're like
he,
brothers to
he's
me.
he's
They're like brothers
yeah,
to me. The both of
he's
them.
like
It's messed up, but they seem
he's
like
he's a lot.
brothers to me, man.
Yeah, he's a lot like me, Gatesy. He's got a similar sense of humour.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
he seems to be a sort of guy I could get along with. Stel, I've
yeah.
met him a few times. Excuse me, one
I
second.
love Stell. Like what Stell does, like on that show that he has,
Yeah,
the weekly show. I think that is
yeah.
just out of hand. I think that is, like you said, you
You
thought I
know,
was out there. I think Stell's out there. Like I just think, and he was
yeah.
nice enough to have me on his show. Bless him. He was,
Yes, yes.
and
You and I
he's
on the
such a
same.
nice
You and
man.
I on the
Yeah,
same night. Oh no.
yeah.
I didn't go
No,
on Stel show. No, it
no,
was
Stell had me
Anton
on
and
his
Russ, wasn't it?
show. Stell had me on
Yeah.
his show, Clive, and he was such a nice man. Almost got arrested when I was on his show. When I was on Dave's show, I really, really almost got arrested. Like police pulled
Is
me
that
over and
is
everything.
that
It was nuts.
is that when you knocked on somebody's door?
I knocked on like 10 doors. I was saying Nicky Nicky Nine door.
Listen, Peach, you are legendary because of that, and that's when it was then that I put two and two together that you were the same guy that
Yeah,
I was watching, because they were all like, no, it's Peach, and I'm like,
yeah,
Peach, and I because it's Peach and Frankel, I didn't really think of Peach,
yeah,
Peach, you know what I mean? I didn't
yeah,
think of
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then I think it was one of the guys in the chat. They said, "Oh yeah, did you hear that Peach nearly got himself arrested for
That
knocking doors?"
close.
And
That
I was
close.
like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Wow." And then it was like a discussion for about 45 minutes, I think it was about that.
Oh,
We were
it
all
was,
discussing
I
it,
tried.
like, but we were like making up our own endings to it at the end of it. It was
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
hilarious, honestly.
I'm glad it wasn't the ending that you probably made up because it was that close. It was mad. And then I ended up,
Yeah, but
the person that answered the door at the end was some Irish boy. And I started talking to him, and he seemed down to earth, but like I was on one that day. Like I just knocked on the door. I'm yelling through his door. I'm like, hey, yo, you there? Hey. Oh,
fucking hell, Peach.
we
See,
built up a
that's
community
what
though,
I'm
haven't we?
saying though. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying though, mate. Everybody has their own approach. I love your
yeah,
approach because I do like the madness of it, but I also
yeah.
like the fact that you are 100% West Ham. You
Oh,
100% know you know your shit. There ain't
yeah,
no doubt about that. But
yeah,
you are. Excuse me for saying this. I don't mean any disrespect when I say this, but
yeah.
you're like the Joker in the pack. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I'll take it. I'll be the
It's
jester.
a, it's actually that's actually a compliment, mate.
I'll be the jester, and I'll be that. What's the new boy's name? Chester's. I'll be the jester and the new boy Chester's. What you think about him? Didn't he look comfortable on the ball? Like
Hey,
I thought he
didn't he
looked.
just? Didn't he look comfortable amongst the boys? Huh?
Yes,
You
yes,
know. And I loved the way when he came off. I loved the way I only saw this on the TV coverage after the game, obviously,
yeah, yeah.
like that night. But I loved the way he put his arm around the boy at Chester, and he put his arm around him. He was like, "Well done, mate," and he was like, and you could
Yep.
see the pride on that kid's face. It was
Yeah.
brilliant. It was
What
really
is
good.
he, like
And
18, 19?
I don't know his exact age, but he can't be no more than 19, can he?
No more. No more. No more. No
No.
more. Yeah. No, and they're comparing
But
him to the new Joe Cole. So that's
wa-
a,
wow,
that's like yeah,
wow,
that's me all over. How do you mean? That is me all over.
yeah, man,
He's the new
Joey
Joe Cole.
Joey
Yes,
Cole.
me. I love Joe Cole. I thought he was. I thought, and uh, did you ever know that Pele said that if there was one Englishman that would be able to play for Brazil, it would be Joe Cole.
Well, high praise indeed.
Not many, not many. I
I
know.
I tell you, I know this guy is not even known. He's not even known in the world really. My brother, right?
Yep,
He's
yep, yep,
staunch Chelsea, as I've told you before,
yep.
and all the time Joe Cole played at Chelsea,
Yes,
my brother raved about him. It more so
absolutely,
than he ever did Lampard, you know. And
absolutely. Yep,
we all know what Lampard became. But you know, I love Joe Cole myself, but I always felt that the game treated him a little unfairly.
yep,
Do you know what I mean?
yep.
And you know, okay, he's got his TV slots here and there now and stuff like that. You know, fair play to him, and fair play to him. He chose to finish his career where he started it,
Yep.
at home with us. So you know, Joe Cole is a bona fide legend, in my opinion,
Oh,
for
me
our
too, man.
club.
Yeah,
Bona fide,
me
bona
too.
fide.
And it's
You
funny,
know,
like Frankie, Charlie Boy's brother, that's his favorite player. And it's like, I don't know what
yeah.
it was about Joe. He was just electric. Like
Mm.
he was exciting
You,
to watch. He
you would
had
be
all the
surprised
potential
at
in
who
the
my
world.
favourite
Like,
player is. Mm.
pardon me?
You you would be surprised at who my favourite player is
Who's your favorite then?
at
Go on.
West Ham.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
My,
What era?
my,
What era?
mm?
What era is your favorite in?
Oh, well, this century. He played in this century.
So
He
2000 and
probably,
above?
well, yeah, he probably played late 90s and 2000s, I would think.
Oh, now you're
Early
okay. So you're
2000s.
late 90s, late 90s.
Yeah,
There's one
yeah,
obvious
yeah,
one, but it's not that
ve-
one.
very late 90s, probably about 97, 98 onwards. I would have thought he was with the club.
Yeah,
I'm not
there's one
actually
obvious one,
100%
and it's
sure when
not
he
that
joined,
one. It's not DeCanio. I
but
know that.
he's
I
a
was gonna say
striker.
DeCanio.
No, no.
Um,
Canio's probably the best player we've ever had,
yeah,
in my opinion. But no, he's a striker.
straight David Connolly.
Do you know, I can't even recall ever watching him play. I
just
can't even
remember.
recall it.
I just remember when we signed him, and like he wasn't at the ground to go to the match who we were playing at, and they picked him up on the way at the tube station. Like that's the only story I remember. More of his playing days. Um, late nineties,
I
late
think you'd
nineties.
probably be better off thinking more into the 2000s. I might not be wrong about the late. I might be wrong about the
Two
late
thousand.
90s.
It can't be Bobby Zamora because that was like 2004, wasn't it? 2003.
Well, that's still early, isn't it? Early
Yeah,
2000s.
yeah. Not Marlon Harewood, is it? Vazde?
Yeah,
No.
Marlon Harewood.
Boom, boom.
Marlon Harewood. Do you know why he's my favourite player?
Go on.
Because that man's heart was pure gold.
Still is.
Absolutely pure
Still is.
gold.
So do you
Do you
see
know
those?
something?
Go on, please.
I've seen that man walk out of the stadium,
Yep.
right? Walk up to a guy sitting outside the stadium on a blanket, you know, with a little cup by his side and that. I've seen
Yep.
him walk up to him, take him over the road, get him food, get him hot
Love
coffee,
it.
get him this, get him
Love it.
that,
Love it.
and
Love it.
then you know stick a few pounds in the man's hand and then walked away.
Love it.
I
Love
saw
it.
him. I saw him do that, and
I
you know,
love that. I love
I
that.
loved his playing style as well. Great
Yeah.
playing style, but for that reason, for the fact that I saw him do that, that made him my
Yeah.
favourite player at the club.
I love that.
You know,
I love
Yeah,
I mean, he's like a silky Antonio, isn't he? Really, Marlon Harewood's like
yeah,
a silky
yeah,
Antonio. Like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you know what? Him and Carlton Cole. There's
yeah,
this thing on YouTube. You should, if you've already seen it, you've seen it, but you should watch it again, even if you've seen it. But they go to certain matches, and it's Carlton Cole, Marlon Harewood, and then this other guy that goes with them, and they travel in a limousine, and they go to the match, and oh, they bleed, breathe West Ham. Honestly, they
yeah,
really do,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's a beautiful story, Clive. That's a
yeah.
beautiful story. That is a beautiful
Isn't it
story.
though? Isn't it though? You know, and
Yeah.
do you know something? I hadn't even been to the game that day. Good night, baby.
Wow.
Love you.
Wow.
Yeah, I hadn't even been to the game that day. Do you know why?
What's that?
My train was delayed, and I missed getting there by about 2 hours. I actually
That
missed
was
the game by. I actually missed the end of the game by about an hour. I think it
that
was.
was like me. That was like you watch this. That was like me. I was in Basingstoke with my family because my dad's
Mm,
brother lives there, and all my cousins and my aunts and that. And I'm in Basingstoke, and then one of my dad's mates who used to
yeah.
play. He used to play. Flipping hell, who did he play for? I think he used to play. He's Scottish, but I think he played for an English team, but I forget who it was.
Mm.
Paul Sneddon is his name, and his daughter,
Pat
Catherine.
Nevin.
Pardon me?
Pat. Did you say Pat Nevin?
No, Paul Sneddon.
Oh, oh, Paul
And
Sneddon. Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah.
he used to play for some club. I forget who it was, but his daughter, she was originally born. They were living, I think, in Wigan. His wife's from Ipswich. He's from Scotland, but lived in the UK. He was like president of Heinz in the UK. No joke.
Okay.
Yeah, and his daughter Catherine, she was going to Bournemouth University. What a place! What a
Yeah,
place! So she's
yeah.
going to university there, and then she was doing the media for Bournemouth at the time, because like it's right
Okay.
there in it, Bournemouth University, Bournemouth
Yeah, yeah.
Football Club, and like she was doing all the what they call themselves, the cherries. She was doing all the media for them,
Right.
and she said, yeah, she said, come to a match. And like, I got on the wrong train. It was like, you
Oh,
know, I was, where was I? I was in Basingstoke. And then I got, where did I go? Where did I go to? I went to Basingstoke, tube station. And then I got a train to, I forget where, but like, it was either going to Southampton or Bournemouth. And it was like one train was going this way, one train was going that way, and I had no idea. I get on the train, and then the ticket man comes by, you know, punching your ticket
yeah.
and thing. And I'm like, yeah, here's my ticket. He's like, you're on the wrong train, mate. I'm like, what? He's like, mate, you're on the wrong train. And I was like, oh, fuck. So then I got off that train, got on the right train, same as you, like 2 hours too late. And yeah, she was going to take me to the match, meet all the players. This was when Eddie Howe
Oh.
was managing them
Do you know?
to,
Do you know
uh-huh,
something
come on.
though? Actually, I made a mistake. That wasn't the day I missed the train to go to the match. That was actually I hadn't actually been to a game for a while at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and I was actually going to meet up with my cousin because it was
Okay.
his birthday, and we were
Yep.
going for a drink, and
Yep.
we were starting off at the Queen's just for the sake of it, you know.
Well, on Green
So
Street. The Queen's on Green Street?
yeah.
What? What?
Yeah, well, my cousin lives up there, so you know,
Yeah, yeah.
I travelled up there. You know, we went for a few drinks on his birthday. Went to this club. Yeah, we had plenty of good time up there. But on this occasion, I was walking down from the tube station, and I
Yep.
wanted to go to Iceland's, which was right
Yeah,
opposite the
yeah, yeah, yeah. The
stadium.
supermarket. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to go there to get some cans of drink, you know, before, you know, because, you know, even though we were going to the pub and that, it was still like too early to go
Yeah.
partying, you know. So
Yep,
I
yep,
went and
yep.
got a few cans, and I had a couple of cans before I went to the pub. and I was walking down, and that was when I saw Marlon Harewood coming out of the stadium.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Well, out of the gates, you know, and he walked over to this guy. He must have seen him or probably driven past him 1,000
I
times.
love
Do you
that.
know what I mean?
I
But
love that.
on this one occasion, he walks up to the man and does that. I mean, that in itself, that is just godly. And
For
I'm
any
not even
human being to do
religious.
it, let alone a football player, for any human being to do that, it's just that's good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good karma.
yeah.
That's good karma.
Yeah. I agree. You know, and
I
you know,
love that.
there has been so many good stories about our club, and yet
Yeah,
they don't get that much publicity because it's our
yeah,
club. You know, and that was another
yeah.
point I wanted. I'm actually going to have to sign off in a little while, bro. But
No, me too. Me
um,
too. Me too. Me too.
yeah,
No, we've had a good
but
chat. We had a good chat.
I,
Frankie's in the house.
but I also wanted to say that, you know, I'm like a lot of other West Ham fans, probably 99% of us. I feel that we get bad press, but more than we do get good press. The
Yeah,
only time in this country, the only time we hit the headlines is if there's a problem with
yep,
anybody or
yep,
anything at one of our
yep,
games.
yep.
You know, we could go out and smash Man City 6-0 and we'd still be last on Match of the Day.
No, 100%. 100%. 100%.
You know,
Even
especially if it's
sorry to
at the
interject, but
London Stadium.
even the commentators, but Budgie, just 2 seconds.
Mm.
Even the commentators are so biased against us. Like if we're playing this team, that team, or this team, they're not like, oh, West Ham's playing well. They're saying how the other team is underperforming, but they're only
Yes,
underperforming because we're playing well. Like
yeah, yeah,
that's my
yeah,
head in.
yeah.
Anyways, go on, go
But
on, go on.
yeah, no. The only point I'm making is that, you know, as a West Ham fan, I feel aggrieved by all that negativity around our
Yep.
club. But you know, why is that? You know, why is it that West Ham get that bad press these days? I know the answer to it.
Please tell me.
I think
Please tell me, because I don't.
I think it's because of the late 70s, 80s, when we were
ICF, all that thing.
notorious. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were notorious. You know, but you know, Chelsea had exactly the same kind of setup. Well, you
I
know,
know, but
they had
we
organised.
were a bit smug with it. Like after we beat two things out of a person, we'd leave like a business card, like you just got served by the ICF. Like you know
ICF,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
of course, yeah. But that surely shows class rather than
absolutely,
anything else.
100%,
You know,
100%.
but you know,
Like
the
go on.
Chelsea had their firms. Everybody had their firms, you know, except
Yep.
for really Arsenal and Tottenham didn't really have much of a firm.
No, no.
Do you know what I mean?
Greeners,
Pe-
no.
people feared like Leeds and Bradford and people like that more than they did Tottenham or Arsenal.
No,
You know, back
100%.
in them days. You know,
100%.
you know, and we used to have a lot of bad press because of our rivalry and how our like 100 years war with Millwall. You know,
Yeah,
but you know, that was a long time ago. A
yeah.
long time ago. You know, excuse me. Sorry.
It's mad. It's
We've
mad because
outgrown that as a
it's mad.
club. We've
Yeah,
outgrown that.
it's
You
mad.
know,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
There may be some individuals that still have that kind of mentality.
Yeah. Thank
I,
you,
I,
Margaret
I,
Thatcher. Thank you, Margaret Thatcher.
yeah,
Yo.
yeah. I have never. I've been to the stadium 3 times this year. Like for the first time in many years, I've been to football.
Yeah,
I've been 3 times this year to the stadium,
yeah.
and I have never seen anything but goodwill from
No,
everybody
100.
around.
Yo, Clive,
You
100.
know,
And what Frankie's saying, his pops was wild back then. Yo, his pops was wild back then. Bulldog. They used to call him Bulldog. And like
all
homeboy was
right.
wild back then. And it's like my godfather my godfather, who lives at Rush Green, not going to name no names, but he was in the ICF. And at his wedding, it was like they were all ICF, tattooed from the brood up, it was a different era. But like the era we're talking now, with you saying like it's only good vibes and this and that from from
Yeah,
time, like you haven't
yeah.
seen that. Trust me, 100%.
I mean,
It
we
used to
are
be a
still a
different. It used
football
to be a
club.
different day. It used to be a different day going to a West Ham match, but now
Yeah, of course.
it's a
Yeah,
good day out. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, we are, of course, still a football club at heart.
Yeah.
We are a football club, but we also are a corporate business. We're also, a development and youth organisation. You could put many labels to what we do as a club. Not just us. It's
Mhm.
not exclusively West Ham. There are other clubs that do it, but you know, there are many labels you can attach to what our club does. And every single one of those is positive in one way or another, and yet we still receive negative press. You
They
know,
they they
uh,
they
I don't.
they can't they can't hold on to they can't hold on to the past forever, but they try, and they
Mm,
are, and it's that's exactly,
yeah,
they're holding on to the past.
yeah,
And you know
yeah,
what? It's like if we were like top four, which we are right now, if we were
yeah,
top three, top two, top one, top of the league, like the thinking still wouldn't change because of
no,
that. And you know
no.
what?
Could
Fuck
you
them. Like
imagine? Yeah,
Kieran would say, fuck them. And that's what I say, fuck them.
yeah. But can you imagine how they would talk if we did win the league? I mean, I know it's kind of out of our reach at the moment, but
But it's
you know,
not. It's not.
in two
It's
in
not.
2 or 3 years, it's not. Do you know what I
Why
mean?
not this year? Why not this year? Why, like, how many points are we away from top spot? Honestly,
I'm not sure, but Man City are
I think
far
like
too
4 or 5 or 6. That's like 2
Man
matches.
Man City and Chelsea are far too strong this year.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
I
going.
wouldn't
We're,
doubt
we're
us.
not.
I wouldn't
We're
doubt
not going to
us.
get. We're not going to get top three, in
I,
my opinion.
I,
I'm not
I,
being pessimistic. I'm
no,
being
I
realistic.
love it. No, you're just being West Ham.
Mm.
That is typical West Ham, because it's like,
I I would hope. I would hope for
I
fourth
would
or fifth.
expect for the worst to happen. And I know that. I lived that. But this just seems like a different wave that we're riding right now.
Yeah, yeah. It certainly is our time to enjoy.
Yep,
That's what it is, Pete. That
100%.
there's probably hundreds of thousands of West Ham supporters around the world. I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't.
No,
We
there is.
filled a
There
stadium.
is.
We
Like, you
filled a
look at it. You
stadium
look
with
at it in the chat
50
just now.
plus thousand every week.
No, no, but in the chat now, you have Frankie Boy, Charlie Boy from Brooklyn, West Ham. You have Dazza Higgins from Thailand. You know what I mean? It's like that's just like grown right there. You got Wally World
Yeah.
from Pennsylvania. You
Kieran
got
in
Lady J
Australia.
from Pittsburgh, Kieran from Australia. Like,
Yeah.
it's mad.
Yeah.
It's and then there's the Ghana Hammers. They love our club, and like you have people
Seriously.
everywhere.
Seriously. You just mentioned Ghana. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
going to tell you one more small story before I do sign off.
go
Okay.
on,
Right.
Clive, go
My,
on.
my sister is married to a Ghanaian man. Right. His grandfather
Yep.
is the national chief imam of Ghana, which is
Wow.
basically the top man in Islam in Ghana. That's her
Wow.
husband's grandfather. Okay.
Yep.
So my sister decided that she wanted to live in Ghana.
Yep.
So she went out there and she became what they call a queen mother. She was
Yep.
granted this position of what they call a queen mother. She's the only white queen mother in the country.
And is she a Nation of Islam?
Yeah, oh, yeah. She's a Muslim. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not.
see,
You know,
that's like my
I,
cousin. That's like my cousin, Doug. My cousin, honestly, watch this. My cousin, who is a West Ham United supporter, he fell in love with a girl in Marrakesh in Morocco, and he had to convert to Nation of Islam. So it's like, yeah, it's all love,
yeah,
man. It's all love.
yeah, yeah. Well, so anyway, so my sister came to see me earlier this evening
Yep, yep,
because
good,
she's returning back to Ghana this morning.
love it.
So the fact that you mentioned the Ghana Hammers, big them up because I didn't even know about them. And
Okay, well,
my sister bloody lives there, man.
I know,
She
but I'm
didn't even
saying,
tell me.
you're on Twitter, yeah?
Yeah, I am now. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I've been on there for a while, but I don't
okay,
really
I
use it
haven't.
very
I
much.
haven't. I just got on Twitter like a minute ago, probably like a few
Yeah,
months back,
I know.
like 3, 4
I
months
think
back.
I was the first one to comment on your first tweet today.
I I know you were. I know you were. And
There you go.
yeah, if you go on Ghana Hammers, they're always looking for like West Ham shirts, like that we could send over their way and this, that, and the
Oh
third.
yeah.
So yeah, honestly. So if you go on Ghana Hammers, and yeah, they're always looking for like West Ham shirts because they don't get the West Ham shirts out there. So if we could send them some West Ham shirts, that would be fucking fabulous, man.
Well, wow.
Yeah,
Right. So now, right,
yeah.
you've just said something. Right. I'm going to make this a mission for both of us now.
You
Right.
are my son.
We need to chat to anybody and everybody we know that does a YouTube channel. Right.
Yep,
And we need to ask them to put the word out that if there's
yep.
any West Ham shirts, regardless of size, that people no longer want or need or whatever, and they want to donate them or, you know, send them themselves, you know, we got to try and sort something out.
100%.
I don't mind being the hub in the UK,
Yep.
if you know what I mean. I'll have them sent to me and then we can send them out from here.
I'll be the hub in Canada, dog. Straight up. Like,
Yeah.
yo, these
Kieran
people
can
need them. They
Kieran can
want
do
them.
Kieran
Australia.
can just Kieran can ask, but it's not really going to be like yourselves. You know, you probably have to send over to the UK to get your shirts, do you?
Yeah, but I could send I could send them to you. I could send them to like
No,
my
no,
whole
no,
family
no.
lives over there. So I could send them to
What I'm
anybody in my family or you. Like, yeah, straight up.
yeah. No, what I mean, Peach, is where you buy your shirt from.
Oh,
Where do you buy your shirt from?
I get them from the supporter shop and then here. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, you have a supporter shop in Canada, do you?
Oh no,
Or
hell
not?
no. I know. I
Or
get them
not?
from the supporter
So
shops in
you
East
have to
London.
buy them in the UK,
Yeah, and it's like they work out
right?
to like $120, which is basically like what, 60 quid. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. And
and
then just
you
ship
can go
in
through
and stuff.
the supporter shop or like I bought some off of Kit Bag.
Listen,
Um well,
even if they're like rejects, you know, because they've got a little stitching out of place or the badge is
yeah.
slightly in the wrong place or something. Do you know what I mean? We could
But
perhaps, you
you
know.
can find a lot of those on that site, that Wish site, like the Wish
Oh,
or
really?
whatever. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the
Okay.
Wish site,
Let, let me see
the
what I can. Let me see what I can do this end. All right,
Hey,
we'll get
I
involved with
love
that
how
then,
this
brother.
ended. I love how this ended because we're gonna help out
Me
them.
too.
We're gonna help them out. We're gonna help them
And
out.
it ended over a casual comment about the Ghana
Yes,
Hammers,
yes, it did. Yes, it did. Big up Ghana
and we're gonna
Hammer.
give big up the Ghana Hammers. Yes, yes. Right, we're
Yes,
definitely gonna do this. We're definitely gonna do this, Peach. Yes,
100%.
100%. Right, good, good. Right,
100.
okay.
Listen. You go nod your head off, have a kip. You had your crackety biscuits with your tea. Big up your daughter. Big up yourself. And
Thank you.
yo, we shall meet tomorrow, my friend.
Yes, indeed. I look forward to it, Peach. Hey,
And
listen.
everybody has to look out for one from each team from Clive because it is going to be What?
Coming soon. To be recorded this week, I believe. So
Yeah, no,
hopefully
this
it'll
week
be
for
shown.
sure.
Yeah, hopefully to be shown within the next week or two.
No, not week or two. Next week. How do you mean? Next week. Big up everybody in the live chat. Thank you, Frankie Boy, Gaza
Yes.
J. Happy
Well done,
Hammer.
chatters. Everybody.
Daza
Yes.
from Thailand.
Yes.
Thailand. Big up, Daza.
Yeah,
Clive, big up yourself, man. You're a legend.
And you, Pete, you're a legend too. Listen, one more thing. Yeah.
Go on.
Go
on.
I'll chat to you on WhatsApp tomorrow.
Yes, please.
All
Yes,
right.
please.
I'm gonna roll over some ideas and we'll get together. All right.
Okay, we'll do that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for
yours.
everybody in their time. Big up Frankie Boy, Charlie Boy. You don't know, we're going to end it off like how we want to, and this is how we want to.
Yeah, you already know who it is. You already know. Hey, I called right at the end, bro. Told me we won. Yo, Antonio got a motherfucking tap in because Harry Kane's a pussy hole. Ha ha. Fuck them spuds. Take some of that, you dig? Yo, I try to call you during the game. I try to have bro do a little triple. But it ain't work because this dummy got the fucking Buffale phone plan and he can't make international calls. But he gonna sort that out. Once he sort that out, I'm gonna plug in with you, B. Yo, big up everybody, man. So happy, right? Yo, when I get back to my cell, I'm gonna make a fucking big ass brick. Jack Mac with the pickles, with the fucking chips, with the everything, you heard? With a little sazon packet for the season. Yeah, you know it. But hey, man's happy to the motherfucker right now that we beat them spuds. And bro, they'll put in the bet for me on the gambling account. We up all the way. You heard? Listen, don't nobody worry about me, man. The general's straight. I'm in here with the bros, with the twins. Listen, CB fine. Don't worry about me. Don't lose no sleep over me. My commissary on swole. Yo, they got mans in the kitchen. That's my little jobby job. So I get a little extra grub and things. They only pay a motherfucker like 15, 20 cents a day. Ain't that some bullshit? But yo, it don't matter. It helped me pass the time. But yo, it's all love. I want to give a shout out to the homie Titch. And I hope his channel's popping. Yo, shout out to Atlas, Bex, Washio. Now, of course you, Peach, you my brother, man. Bro done told me you done big me up like every motherfucking day singing this shit. Yo, don't get knocked, don't get pinched drinking the motherfucking ciders out in the block, you heard? Put them shits in a coffee cup like I taught you, man. Don't be out there getting pinched for no fucking ciders. Who else? Who else? Uncle Wally World, Uncle Neil, Uncle Kieran. Hey, Uncle Kieran over there in Australia. Good eye, mate. You know what it is. Kangaroo fucking style. Hey, CB the General, he's straight, man. Big up everybody. Spread my motherfucking love to everybody. But for today, man, it's just super fucking gas. We beat those spuds, man. I can't see the goal. It don't even fucking matter, B. It don't matter. As long as we beat them pussy holes, you heard? And when I jump, you better have 1,000 subscribers. You dig? Hey, I'm out this bitch. I gotta go bust they ass in a card game. But yo, one love, man. Up the motherfucking hammers, you heard?
West Ham had basically won the World Cup, for the previous World Cup, even though there were this, smallish, relatively small East London team.
Right, so you ready, yeah?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hammers Fans United, and welcome back to one from each team. I know I always say it, but today I'm joined by a very special guest. And the reason why I say that is because his predecessors were all YouTubers. And this guy is not. He's a subscriber. He's a supporter of, the West Ham channels. And he is the first non-YouTuber, I would say, onto this platform. So that makes him very, very special. And, he's given up his time. And he's all the way in America, which is even more, special to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this guy introduce himself and, why he's a West Ham fan. And then we'll get straight on with the one from each team. So over to you. sir.
Well, okay, Titch, thanks so much. I am privileged to be invited on your channel.
There's only one Charlie boy. One Charlie boy. There's only one Charlie boy. Oi, oi. Don't know. This is how we run things, you get me? Big up Frankie, big up Charlie boy, big up